Good morning.
How are we today? That was a weird thing that happened with the chat not working for a second. How? Well, B-Man, at least you didn't fart out. Felix! Thank you so much for the bits. I'm sorry, I don't know why did the alert box not go off? It's... That's settings. Oh, you fuck. It like default had it set to the minimum amount to trigger being fucking 100. Sorry about that, Felix, but thank you so much. There you go. Anyway. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Art!
Art!
Good morning, everyone that has just joined us. Axolotl art! Ectokami arts, yes indeed! Your face rig loses you and your head snaps to the default position. Yeah. It's okay, guys. My soul just needs to leave my body a little bit now and again. Sometimes my soul just needs a little vacation. Zest. Eldrick! Almost went into an Arnold Swatch vibe there.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so autumn, I believe I was going to do a bit of a Shrine Maiden looking thing. Oh, Photoshop. Come on, what are you doing? Photoshop needs its coffee this morning. Just adjust face rig a little. Face rig's gonna look a little more pixelated. But it should help Photoshop calm its tits. What time is it for me right now? It is currently 8:30 in the morning. I am working my way up to starting the streams earlier. And next week I'm going to start trialing doing sort of like a double streams where, you know, I do a morning shift and then an afternoon shift. Sort of try and cover a little bit more range of time zones. Because yeah, when I did really long streams that started kind of, well, It's brown. When I used to stream, starting at an earlier time and streaming the longer hours, I used to get a little bit more range on time zones, and then since I've started only doing the morning, since I got a part-time job, I've had quite a few people say like, "Oh, I don't catch the streams anymore," and being kind of bummed about it because I don't fit in their time zone anymore. So I'll be no longer at my part-time job for a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna test it as well, you know, it'll just be a trial for like maybe 2 weeks and see how we go there. So 8 hours from now, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, yeah, something like that. Maybe about 7 hours from now. But yeah, like, because it's kind of early-ish for you right now, isn't it, TL? That's amazing, Test. It's so funny when that happens. Parents discover things. Side. Is it Minion memes? It's Minion memes, isn't it? It's always Minion memes with the older people. Especially mums. Not Minions. That's amazing. Your mom's discovered animal videos. They were easy posted. Oh. Yeah, you're basically 8 hours ahead. Date notwithstanding. Ah, yes. Computer? Stop it. Computer's been a little bit of a butt. I don't really know why. This is kind of a large file though, I guess. So I'm gonna have to keep this one to relatively low layers. That's for sure. If I'm gonna do like face rig and everything. It's Jason. How you doing, Jason? Yeah, so that's kind of why I'm trying to see how I go with split streams, because you know, right now is pretty good for you, TL, but not great for other people. And then, you know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon is fantastic for other people, but not for you. So, I've added a new section to my commission forms now that asks you for a general idea of what continent you're from, so I can try and like schedule the streams a little bit more accordingly. Or, you know, I've also added an option if, you know, people don't really care. Okay, Test, enjoy your water. When's the last time I restarted my computer? I don't know, yesterday. I turn it off every night and turn it back on every morning. I think it's just because I'm streaming at like 1080p, 60 frames a second, and running FaceRig, which takes actually a lot of computer resources. And the file size of this is 4,575 pixels wide, and it's 300 dpi. And as you can see here, that there's quite a few layers at the moment. So I think it's just my computer's like, what are you doing? I might close some Chrome. Chrome takes a surprising amount of resources too. Getting the signal that your water levels are low. You generally don't want to ignore that. Did everyone have a good weekend? Or for those of you who are still on the weekend, are you having a good weekend? Hey Felix, check out below my stream, there's a picture demonstrating. That is like the best reaction. God damn it. Do you know what I want in life? I want a program that auto-posts to Fur Affinity for me. That would be fucking spectacular.
I know that feeling. I want to talk to you too.
I can explain everything.
Where do we go?
Figure out how to go about this outfit. Sort of try and keep it like a cute, sexy pin-up. But you know, she's still a shrine maiden. Hang on a second. I cover up most of this. So the sword is gonna need to come with the skirt. Fuck.
Guys, weekend.
How was it? What did I do on my weekend even?
Mitchell Shepherd.
Hello and welcome, and thank you so much for the follow. How are you today? Good? Well, that's good. Getting off of fall break. Aw. So back to studying or something? Trying to fix some encoding issues with OBS. Oh no, what are the issues?
Jason Quimmer. Thank you for the host.
I'm so tired right now, I'm like trying to even remember what I did on the weekend. Saturday, I think I streamed for my morning. And then in the afternoon, I went out and did some shopping and cleaned the house. And then yesterday, I half relaxed. Actually, no, yesterday was when I cleaned the house. And then spent lunchtime with my boyfriend's mother. Both my boyfriend and I went to her place for lunch. So that was lovely. Oh my god!
Host train.
Thank you so much. Felix?
Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. Cleaning? Yes. Whenever you try to capture certain games on Twitch, it's being seen as laggy on the viewer's end, but on your end it's butter smooth. Yeah, the thing with OBS is no matter what your viewers are seeing, it's always going to look perfect in OBS, if that's what you mean. Your heart stopped. Did I scare you? That doesn't sound healthy though, you should probably see a doctor. That's legit.
Wheelie Husky.
Thank you so much for the host. How are you today? If I rotate the sword. No, that doesn't work at all, does it? Okay, so maybe. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Maybe the wind's blowing the other way. Then outfit flow. Because her tail's flicking out that way, and then it can just be really blowy wind. Don't mess around with bit traits. What's your... Oh no! Negative 24 hours. I forgot to reset the thing. Oh, poor Wawa's vet bills. Buddy. It says 3 days to go on here. Hang on, let me just... What the fuck are you talking? Oh. Fucking American date format. There.
Gurgles!
My apologies for frightening you. Welcome. Thank you. So yes, I am in Australia. Must have been watching it at like 3 AM because you just started streaming at this time, right? Yeah. Well, usually I'd start streaming in like an hour, hour and a half from now. But at the moment I'm working up towards starting earlier. So I'll be starting even earlier next week, much to the disappointment of my fellow Australians. You're about to pass out. Oh, had to pop on and say hi before bed. Well, I hope that you sleep well. You're a very hard worker, Sarah. When you first followed. Yeah. Oh, Mitchell, gonna lurk. No worries. Enjoy your lurking. I hope that you can, get your OBS situation sorted. Yes, sorry. I'm doing it purely to hurt you. Hey, sorry, maybe I'll help fix your, I'll help fix your sleeping. You'll get up, like, really healthily.
Bane and friends!
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you this morning? Or evening? Or afternoon? Whatever time it is there. I love these googly eyes. Also, yeah, it's kind of interesting how many people think that this is a fursuit until it moves. I guess from the thumbnail it looks like one. You end up with more colds and flus if you wake up earlier. Oh no. You are too. Love watching you make beautiful art. Oh, Sarah. Oh, thank you. You sweetie. Hmm. Just trying to figure out this cloth. Cloth is hard, you guys. Just had to say that. It's, you know what, actually, it's hard, but it's pretty fun at the same time, actually, I will admit. Trying to figure out all the twists and folds of the fabric.
Bug Slayer!
Why, thank you very much for the compliment. How are you today?
Seeker of Ore!
One with the umbrella is beautiful, thank you. Do I have a fursuit? No. Yeah, I know what you mean, like, the ears twitch and suddenly it's obviously, like, not a suit. Restream can put chat in chat. Yes, it can. Are there any finished pieces I can show? Quite a few. Close up though.
Holy squirrel!
Hello. How are you today? That's a really cute emote. Is that a Shiba Inu butt or a cat butt? Finished piece. Let's see. I really liked. Where is it? This one was pretty popular. I did this earlier in the year. You think that's a fox? Maybe. It looks like a corgi butt, but the face says cat to me. What else have I got? I really liked this one. This one was fun. These are all earlier this year. I quite liked this one for Smoke Paw. That was fun. This was a lovely one for Leopard Wolf and Burmese. Oh, thank you, Felix. Combined dog and cat, get fox. Well, you're not wrong. Yes. Aha. This one I'm about to show you was a high detail. That took me quite a bit. But this was really fun to paint. I loved it. I really enjoyed painting this one. Probably my favorite one from this year. Sorry, why you on Swickford's belt?
Rosa!
Hello. Oh, thank you, Felix. Actually, I really enjoyed this one. This wasn't a commission, this was my example for my Gods and Goddesses speed paint thingies. Yes. Rain must have just started for the cheetah to not look like they've been drowned. Pretty much. They're kind of like semi in shelter, enjoying the rain. Or at least that's supposed to be the idea of that anyway. Okay. And then got a basket. Basket of apples. Showing a little leg. I like leg.
Oh, hello, Leon.
How are you today? Music reminds you of Lake V Valley? What's that? You want my art skills? Take them! Take my art skills! You attempted to get one of those speed paints. I think I remember you mentioning that. But you needed your money at the time. Because bills are a good thing to pay. Yes. Yeah, it is. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. Honestly, what's going on there? It's sad you missed the Gods and Goddesses speed paints. At least you got one of the RPG cuties. Yes. And boy, was that a cutie. Lakeview Cabin is a horror pixel game where you have to survive specific scenarios with a serial killer, and in Lakeview Valley it is much like Harvest Moon, but you can decide to become a serial killer. That sounds amazing. Wawa's head almost fit on that Okami when you moved it. What? Like that? Was that what happened? Wakami. Wakami. The obvious best art. Oh, Leon, I'm glad you appreciate my Halloween jump scare thing. I go over this a little bit. I like this music. It's I put on, like, you know how, oh, people who are regulars, you know how I tend to have synthwave playing quite often. Same artist, they had like a few dark wave mixes, and they even specifically had like a bit more of a Halloween themed one. It was awesome. So I got those. I think that'll do for her outline. Oh. The wrong folder.
Silver 1596.
Hello. How are you today? Oh yes, I don't know where the file is for that right now, TL, or I would have brought it up. It is a program if you're talking about this 3D model. It's called Face Rig. You were on vacation. You were streaming on your hotspot or something. Oh, wow. That was a couple months ago. I wasn't exactly on vacation, but I was not at home. And yeah, I had to try and stream via hotspot. You were starting to think it was the real thing. I love how many people come in thinking that. It's great. Now for the winter.
Gold Dust Live!
Hello, how are you today? No, I modified the model. So the colors on the character are usually a bit easier to see without the crazy eyes. But yeah, so I made I made like a custom skin for the fur, but everything else is just stuff within FaceRig. Yeah, like I'll show you. Actually, I have a video showing how I did it as well, but I'll just grab this real quick. Yeah, the headphones and everything, that's all just stuff in FaceRig that you can add. I didn't make any of it. The only thing I did was color the character. So you can get the download, you can get the files for the textures on the 3D models and you can edit them. So this is the only custom thing I've done to the character. Everything else is just FaceRig stuff. It does look like a raccoon here. Technically, the model is a fox, even though I would consider the character herself to be a wolf, but get what you're given.
Wolf with glasses.
Welcome. Welcome, my humble servant. Oh no, you angered the panda.
Silver 1596.
Thank you so much for that follow. Humble minion. Yes, I suppose. Not so good at modeling stuff, though you do arts. Oh cool, what kind of arts do you do? Oops. Wrong layer. Story of my life. You would need to make a tiger reskin. Red, white, and grey. Cool! Yeah, it's relatively easy to do once you know how to do it. Really should take another name. You don't like your username? Did some coding. Oh, cool! What kind of stuff do you code? I've dabbled in a little bit of coding for video games myself, but I'm kind of like, not exactly beginner, but not exactly intermediate either. I'm kind of in between. Digital paint and real paint, awesome. You're going to paint the wall. Awesome. Like a wall in your house. Websites. Cool. I am no good when it comes to coding stuff like websites, so I just use those like super easy to use free-ish websites like Wix. Make my websites and then I just pay for ads to get removed. What? You should try sculpt and model a furry face rig. Yes! I have seen I've seen tutorials on how to like do the rigging for it for face rig. They recently started to stream some, not going your way. Easy, mostly did them for free because your work and stuff. Awesome. I did not flesh out the anatomy on this one as well as I did the other ones. It's a little lopsided. Got only 40 followers. That's a very good start. How long have you been doing it for? You know, it takes a long time to build an audience, and to sort of, you know, garner attention. I've been doing art in this fandom for like 10 years or so. So I kind of already had a pretty significant following before I started my Twitch channel.
Ian! Hello!
Yay, you caught a stream! Who would have guessed applying for a job at a government agency would be such an effort? But it's done. Congrats on applying! Hope you get it. I could only assume it would not be easy, if I'm honest. That sounds like it would be a difficult thing to do. Really waiting a couple of medical forms. You can start learning to fly. That's awesome. You're gonna be a pilot? Like a commercial pilot? That shit's hard, man. I knew someone that tried to do that. was very expensive and stressful. People start to like your emotes you do for Twitch. Oh cool, you do emotes, that's awesome. Between gaming and some drawing stuff. Awesome. Mine's gonna end up being a bit like that. They have their own website, you had to make an account and fill out a boggling long form to apply for a supervisor job in admin. Yeah. In the fandom, 7 years, but a lot of ups and downs with that. Yeah, that's fair.
Miranda!
Hello! How are you today, dear? Sick! You had the worst week. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you'll probably be happy to hear then that my voice is mostly back to normal unless I press a button. Lapsed on your blood pressure meds? Oh no, that does not sound like a fun time at all. Sorry! Thank you so much for that shout out for Miranda. EP is secretly a reindeer and applied for a job at Santa's workshop! Awesome, debating between FedEx or Delta. You gotta start somewhere. Awesome. I know what FedEx is, I'm not entirely sure about Delta. Probably the best part of learning to fly is the opportunities it unlocks for you, especially since a lot of your friends' dads are pilots. Oh, cool! It helps that you know some pilots. Then red tide. Oh no. It always seems to come at the worst times. That's just life, girl. Well, other than your horrible week, I hope you've overall been doing really well. Your 3D models are so awesome. I saw you post like your level up of your 3D modeling. Like, it's so good. The way you do like your gems and stuff. It's pretty neato. FedEx is a postal service. Yeah. 200k a year. Fucking nice. Been practicing a lot. Yeah, well, it shows, because your stuff is looking fantastic. It'd be really cool actually if my computer could handle me streaming 3D, but as we discovered on a certain commission a while back, computer just absolutely shits itself when I try to stream and do 3D at the same time. Peter says no. And you have to fly about 30 hours a month? Fuck, man. That's amazing. Don't you have to study for like 5 years or some shit though? And it costs like $1 bajillion to learn? Or like 2 or 3 years or something, I don't know. I think here it's like 3 years and it's like a $500,000 course or some shit. Or $50,000 course, I don't know. It was just really expensive, that's all I remember. Alright, I think our figure's done. Now for clothing. Don't forget the old witch rules, don't drink and fly. Wasn't it the opposite? Drink everything and then fly. You fly anyways after drinking the right things, sorry. That's true. Okay, so this is gonna do a fluffy looking kind of kimono. Close up for now. They require you to have previous hours on jets of equivalent weight. So if you were to fly a Boeing 737, you'd have to fly something about as big. No. At least a bachelor's degree, and obviously the certificates that allow you to fly. Or the training is pretty expensive. Yeah, a friend of mine ended up pulling out, but I remember how intense it was. He was doing it when I met him, and it was pretty bullshit. Pretty bullshit hard and expensive. At least here in Australia, anyway. I think this winter one is probably going to end up being my favorite. Yeah, I remember whenever he went out on a flight at the school, it was like $500 just every flight. 200k per year seems worth it if you get such a well-paying job. Yeah. I mean, you'd pay off all your school fees in your first year, wouldn't you? I think the military would take you to fly their stuff. Only gonna cost you 50k to get the right certifications. As your friend's dad put it, not the training they're looking at, it's the total hours you have. Yeah. Flying military jets counts for roughly 3 times the hours. Wow. Why is that? Video serves as a member of ground crew for the German Air Force. It was fun even without flying. Cool! Same dad who told you that also told you that he got hired in earlier than expected because he had only 700 hours flying. They were counting his hours in the thousands. Wow. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. Particularly if you just like being around planes at all, I guess. I think the sketch is basically done. At least for the girls.
Come here!
Hello, are you just going to sleep? If ever on slightly different time zones. I'm actually going to be starting much earlier soon. It's 9:30 a.m. right now, and next week I'm going to be starting at 7, I think. So a couple hours earlier. That'll be fun, Ian. Your character was fun. Thinking your friend's not directly involved with the jets, he's part of the ground security, guarding the base. Oh, cool. That's still really awesome. Thank you for popping in, Camel. No, you do the cutest art, sorry. With the Air Forces of the world, is it usually the last people to the war zone? And usually the first to get the fuck out.
No, you!
Alright, I've saved that. I'm gonna save it again as another iteration. Because I'm gonna merge all this shit together. Actually,
Leash! What's going on in here? Thank you so much!
how you doing, man? This is why we have less than lethal wolf, to make sure that while the idiots might not die. I thought you found it hard to procreate the future.
This was back again.
How you doing, Leash? Thank you so much. 10 months. What the fuck?
10 months!
Can you believe it? I can't. It feels like... It's seriously starting to feel like someone resubs and they're like, wow, it's been 9 months, I can't believe it. What are we gonna call the stream, baby? And then it feels like 2 days later you resub again and it's like, wow, 10 months now. What the fuck? It seriously feels like last week that we were naming our naming our stream baby. It does fly. What the hell? I suppose like I've had a bit of a hectic month, I guess, so I wasn't streaming much, so I guess it feels like, you know, I haven't really streamed so much in the last couple of weeks because of moving house and whatever. Maybe that's why. Please in a group. We are going to disable the layer mask, but not delete. Oh my goodness! You know what, that's kind of perfectly timed. I was about to start getting into the grayscale stuff. might tell you a story of that time. Rogers at the base on guard duty at the gates. All armed. I don't know if that would be considered too political for the stream. What do you think, mods? We'll have to think about that.
Oh my god, Prem Tory Henry II!
You have unfortunately called me when I'm about to go on a break. But I'll be back in 10.
It is me! Ah ah ah!
Sorry about people being idiots in a human way. Yeah! By all means, go for it. Perhaps that can be that can be the stream entertainment while I'm on break. Politic! Okay. Righto. Yeah, that's exactly right. If it's just like a story of something interesting that happened, it's not really political, that's fine. Anywho.
I shall return! Ah ah ah! Ah!
Hi. I just walked back into the room and sat down as the timer went off. Timing. Also, wolf with glasses. I'm really glad to hear that your stupid ass sergeant got demoted, because seriously, what the hell? How does someone that stupid make it as sergeant in the first place? What an idiot. His military record, there's a statement quoting him, hashtag worth it. Oh, you're gonna go nap, Dest. Okie dokie. Enjoy your nap. Sleep well. As pranks that go, that sort of sounds kinda lame. Bro, let's go pretend we're attacking the place. What could go wrong? Yeah. There's something like, let's hook up Party Rock Anthem to the loudspeaker. That would have been really fucking funny. No idea, no. I only know that that me shooting at them didn't result in people dying. Yeah, but, you know, as much as that would have sucked, it still would not have been your fault. It would have been their fault for doing an extremely stupid and reckless thing that could potentially get them shot at and killed, you know? 10-second delay. Chicken! That wasn't 10 seconds. That was like a second. Chicken! Rumi isn't here. 2 to 3 tops. And alright, how good is that? Hang on, I'm just gonna... Hey! In here. What's this about? The Remy chicken thing? Whenever we want to test the delay between me saying something and people, and then like the chat, seeing how far the chat is behind me saying something, I yell out chicken, and then when everyone hears it, they write chicken in the stream so I can see how long the delay is. It works out pretty well. So if it looks like there's a delay with the chat on the stream screen thing, then maybe it's the restream having a 10-second delay. Maybe she says it 5 times fast into a mirror. I'll summon her. Smoked or baked? Smoked chicken. I don't think I've ever really had smoked chicken. About 1 second between you reading a chat and me hearing it. You laugh like I forgot the name.
I laugh like me. Ha ha ha.
Okay, what the fuck was I doing? Oh yes, an art. I was doing an art. Not a fart. An art fart. Ooh, moody. A bit too moody. We want it to be relatively bright. But, we also need Emmy to stand out. I want the tree to stand out too. The tree, maybe not quite that dark. Something like this. Might be good. I've got some photos of pretty magnificent trees like this too. which I think I'll dig up for reference later to use tomorrow. Oh, the timer. Fuck me. You know what? There we go. Medusa! Well, Medusa's cool as shit, so I'm okay with this. I wish I could turn my enemies to stone with a look of the eye. Are you stone yet? So much going on in this piece. But it's also clear how much fun you're having. It's fantastic even on the sketch phase. Oh. Well, thank you. I'm just glad that you're liking it, how it's coming along. But yes, I am having oodles of fun with this. Language song. Turducken! I've never had turducken. It sounds really weird, but I'm kind of interested. You wish you could set your enemies on fire with the look of an eye. I know, right? Something called Stone Man Syndrome, and it's super scary! Oh no. I think I know what you're talking about, actually. The tree kind of looks like a face. I don't see it. Like the spaces under it are the eyes. The skull! Oh! You know what? I can kind of see that now. Cool! Do you see that? I'd love to see Rhoda smoked fish sometime. Ooh. If you would be tortured for eternity, how and why would you be tortured? How? And why? That's quite a good question. Why would I be tortured? Probably for making too many puns. Tortured for eternity by a really old grandpa telling me the worst puns ever for the rest of my eternity.
Come on out of there, whoever you are.
I'm sorry, lady. I need the house.
We sit in the sun, in maze, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dying slowly, the prison of our minds. We sit in the sun, in maze, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dying slowly, the prison of our minds.
How does the bot work? I don't know. Magic. Really though, it's just like a program that I'm using to stream with called Restream. So if you look up restream.io, you should get it, and you can sort of read about it there. Magic.
Dross!
Hello. How you doing today? I see. Yeah, it's a bot, and then it tells you at the start who's chatting from where. So on our end it says YouTube, because you're on YouTube. It's pretty neat, honestly. Really great program. Or, well, program, I guess it's kind of like a program. It's a good thingy for streaming with. Gonna turn off the rosaries. That's weird. Does? Is it working now? I am drawing 4 pinups of an anthropomorphic version of the game character Okami, known as Amaterasu, and it's kind of her going through the 4 different seasons. So spring, summer, autumn, winter, and the tree's going to change seasons behind her, and she changes outfits based on the season. If you don't know the game, I highly recommend it. It is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. And this is actually a commission. This isn't fan art. It just happens to double as fan art because my commissioner is amazing and pays me money to do fan art. Doing pretty good, just the usual. Okami, O-K-A-M-I. Also,
Frostbite! Hello?
actually, I'll show you the character real quick so you can see for reference what it is that I'm drawing exactly. I think this picture's cropped, but oh, hang on, you can't really see because it gets covered by the chat. Let me get a better picture. You know, basically you're this wolf goddess, and she's the goddess of the sun, but she also has a lot of elemental weapons, and she can control a lot of the elements because she's just kind of like she's almost like a Mother Earth kind of goddess. And throughout the game, you collect different weapons which have different abilities. In you know, like the winter one, you know, she's going to be having this cool thing around her, and there's a lot of really cool stuff. And your weapon is actually her tail, and her tail is actually like a paintbrush. You can't really tell here, but the tip of it's black because that's ink, and you kind of fight by like you know, the game kind of pauses and you like draw a symbol to make an attack. Oh cool, yeah, she's a pretty well-known character, even if you don't know the game. Very, very famous character. But yeah, I wouldn't consider it a furry game, no. Like, I think, you know, furries like the game because you get to run around playing as a wolf, but I wouldn't say it's a game aimed at furries. It's based on Japanese lore and stories. And the name Okami, it kind of both means god and wolf, which is why, you know, you're a god wolf. But it's based on, yeah, the goddess of the sun. And, yeah, it is just an absolutely fantastic, beautiful, funny game. And I love it to bits.
Caesar next.
Hello. My wobbly eyes. This is kind of like my October Halloween outfit. Okami is most comparable to a Legend of Zelda game set in Japanese myths. Yeah, you know what's funny is technically it's nothing at all like a Legend of Zelda game, but it somehow feels like one. It feels like an adventure, like Ocarina of Time. It has like the same vibe, even if it's technically nothing at all like it. I was thinking I'd probably stream it at some point. Yeah! Yeah, you know, and it's got like a lot of characters talking and interaction and story. That sort of thing. And, you know, it's very open world, like an Ocarina of Time style game. Different areas and themes and stuff. And, a little bit of sort of dungeons and puzzly type things. So yeah, it's nothing at all really like Zelda, but game style-wise kind of similar. Well, I guess in Twilight Princess you get to play as a wolf. I think there's a lot of fan art of these two actually. Wolf Link and Okami. Amaterasu. You gotta go do homework. Oh no. Good luck with your homework. I hope it doesn't end up being too bad, and I hope you get an A+.
Does.
You made it! Thank you, Frostbite! See ya! Good luck with your homework! Yes, I do just press a button and that cool edit happens. Your Mac was almost balked. Wouldn't open app settings. Dang. That sucks for you, Daz. Love to have your colouring skill, by the way. Such far distance without going over the lines. Well, I mean, this is a really rough sketch, so this would be a lot more time consuming for me if I gave a shit about the lines. But, you know, I just kind of try to approximately sort of keep it inside the lines, but I mean, if I turn the lines off, it's pretty fucking messy, you know? So the way I work is I change a lot when I'm painting, so I never try to go too far with my sketches, really, because I've just found it to be kind of a waste of time for me in the future when I change so much anyway. So my sketches are a really solid starting guideline, and then I flesh it out while painting. Gotta do things on the side, so you'll be lurking a bit. No worries, Say! Thank you for the lurk. Alright, you all zoom way in, stick to the lines precisely. You did a flip and you're tired. Well, flipping is probably exhausting. Not that I really flip, but I would imagine it to be. As it requires a degree of athleticism to achieve. Also, yeah, no, your lines are awesome. I love your lines, Daz. I agree with Sarah. I just realized she has white fur, and this winter coat is white fur lined. And instead of going in the morbid direction and thinking, oh no, she like killed a bunch of white rabbits or is using the fur of her brethren, I'm like, it's all the fur she shed from summer that she's then sewed into her winter kimono. Rosa! Oh, the sketchy brushes. They're so good. Me as in actual me. Or sorry, Sona me. Eh? Tried to draw a photo today and it turned out horrible. Try again! The next one will be less horrible. Here's my rough sheet. I can post it. Aw. Well, thank you, Daz. I'm glad you like them. And thank you for sticking around. Sticking around my streams and being awesome. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna clean these up a little in the silhouettes. So, I think I've given this art tip before, but silhouette can be very important when drawing characters. You know, you want to see, you want to be able to tell what's kind of going on for the most part in the silhouette of the picture. That's well, that can be particularly important when drawing figures. Is what the silhouette looks like. So, you know, this one on the right here is a little bit harder to see, but you can still sort of tell that, you know, her head's facing this way and her arms here, and she's obviously wearing some robes and her little feet are here. You know, this one's also a little hard to tell, but, you know, you can see there's a sword here. You can see that she's holding something in her hand and looking at it, and you can see that there's some robes billowing out here. And, you know, this one, you can sort of see where her feet are and her tail, and that she's holding an umbrella. So yeah, I don't know. Little artist tip for drawing characters. Been through about half an A4 drawing pad. Jesus! That's so much! I look forward to seeing that. Got a jacket today and it touched a bag and your cat was mad. That was an absolutely thrilling story. Thank you for sharing. Keyboard ASMR. You know what? I've considered doing ASMR as a complete joke one day. But the irony is going to be that people are so into ASMR that they'll enjoy it. And maybe I'll become a fucking ASMR superstar. Keyboard abuse. Love to hear some Nara ASMR. It would just be all the weird voice modulator noises. Like a role play with you getting an art order. Doing art with tablet noise. Roleplay of me getting an art order? What do you mean? Oh, whoops. Sorry, I've been made aware my typing is being really loud. I shall type later. I was just responding to something mildly important. It's because my mic is on the desk right next to the keyboard. And the reason I'm using a keyboard on the desk instead of the one on my headset is because the one on my headset requires an adapter cable, and like I can't for the life of me find where I've put that. So once I find that or get a new one, I'd, you know, it won't be a problem. But for now, not great. I think it might be really cool. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna change the fucking feathering. ASMR would just be a video of me making fun of ASMR. Well, I say a video, I mean a stream. A little bit of a gradient. I don't mind it. I think maybe I'll just have a flower pattern. Dead. It looks shit for now, but it's fine, it's fine. It'll look better. I promise. But, alright. Like the Borderlands streams. My whale songs. Pretty much exactly like Dory, yes. Yeah, good for that outfit for now. Imagine that you're drawing at the moment. No worries, Ross. What you drawing? Naira Wolf Frogbird Demon. Have you heard of a game called Wii Fit Adventure? I remember there being like Wii Fit games, but I don't specifically know of like the adventure one or anything. So this Shrine Maiden one's gonna be really pretty. It's gonna be like almost all just red and white. But I like that. I think that'll be really interesting. So, what were you gonna tell us about the Wii Fit adventure? Also, for those of you wondering, I'm basically gonna just paint her as like a white wolf up until the end, and then do the red markings on her, because it's just much easier to do it that way. It's a boss you're doing fan art of. Oh, I see. We Fit having a boss. That sounds fucking hilarious. Post it on stream chat. Let me have a look here. Oh, cool! He looks amazing! I guess they never miss. Okay, lighting. Lighting, I want to be kind of central. I think I might have the light like this with a little bit of backlighting. Perhaps a little bit more downwards facing. We were rewatching again some scenes from a movie you saw on TV a few days ago. So absurd yet amazing. What's the movie?
Obverse Spike! Thank you so much for the follow!
How are you today? That Bollywood movie. Robot 2.0. Oh, I'll have to check that out. You once had 4 dogs, but one ate a piece of chalk, and now you have 3. Not sure I believe the legitimacy of that story. Oh, really? Well, my 19-year-old cat just died a couple months ago, so thanks for bringing that up. Really appreciate it. I want to think before you go. Making jokes about deceased pets, mate. I'm all for jokes and a bit of light trolling, but I got my limits. So you better knock it off with the dead pets joke, or you're out. Bye. You know what I should use more often? This like little sun symbol up here, it's actually really helping me right now. I should use it more often. I usually just kind of like eyeball it. And it usually turns out alright, but like it's such a surprisingly good visual aid for where the light should be coming from when you're like thinking about it. They did, but that's okay. They removed themselves. Trolling type jokes can be really funny until they're not. But I hope that they learned that some things you shouldn't really joke about in a public chat, you know? Maybe they'll think twice next time. Anyway, I would like to change the subject from that now. And focus more on the arts! And this game. I'm thinking, do I stream Okami, or I'm kind of considering trying a more like YouTube episode styled like pre-recorded format for some things. But Okami's such a long game, like, it kind of works as far as a stream game goes. Not before you stream Alien Eyes though. Alright, I'll play Stream Body Alien Isolation then. You mean Okami you haven't seen played? Oh, wow. Okay. this settles it then. I gotta stream that shit. It is! I've got it. I love it. It's so good. Very beautifully done. Trying to like get all the shadows right and stuff is kind of tough. Like trying to really make it look like they're there in the scene and not just like some figures kind of like that have been pasted on top. Well, for starters, they'll be standing in some grass. And actually snow over here. Put that grass here. Whoa, no, I didn't want pink grass. Thank you. Excuse me. Use a leaf brush. Yes. I may end up doing something like that. This is a fascinating challenge. Lighting here, light on the tree. This is actually gonna be fire. Just levels. For a little, and then we'll make it lighter towards the center. Yeah. And this is actually going to have a little bit of light gleaming through it, I think. And the tree here is probably actually going to have some snow on it, but also a little bit of backlighting. A little bit backlit here. Tree. A little bit backlit here. Maybe some light shining here. Good. Maybe I'll get a soft brush. It's starting to look a little bit more. Goes with the entirety of Three Kingdoms. Well, before, have you ever heard a computer scream in pain as you tried to load a game? Oh no! Stream so much. No! Maybe next Halloween. English subs, no dub. Oh, that's cool. I watch a lot of stuff with subtitles that isn't in English. Actually, a bit dark. less black. Swipe here. Bit of ambience. It's starting to happen. Now it is time to save another iteration. Alright. An image. That's a really beautiful drawing. So sorry for not coming to your streams as often. Working on a fan-made project for Sherbet. Awesome! And no worries at all! Thank you so much for popping in at all in your spare time. What has everyone got planned for the week? What's going on in your world? I'll put green in here as a bit of a base default. Bit of brown. Bit of a wash. And then, alright, let's see here. Spring has sprung. Spring, there. Background there. I'll make this look less ugly in the future, don't worry. Greens, make the grass quite green. And we want some beautiful blossoms. So this part will be all pink. Object is a manga. Oh, cool! Sherbet, Blue dragon, deer bunny with a hammer. No. I'm afraid I haven't got a clue. Also, this painting's going to be in kind of an ugly stage for a while until I've like really sorted out the thing. Yeah, I'm just really roughing in the colors right now, and then I'll sort of bring it all together properly in a bit. But it takes a little bit to sort of get it right. Is a super cutie. He'll have to show me. Supposed to be a surprise gift, Christmas gift for him. Aww. That's awesome. I won't tell a soul. Mostly because I still don't even know what you're talking about. A bit of blue in here. That'd be nice. I don't mind that. But it looks ugly as shit for now. Sorry. It'll look better, I promise. Do her fur as like a blue white. I think her cream white works better actually. Oh, green for that thinger. I think let's go for an orange look. Orange and yellow. Makes me think of summer. Actually, yeah, okay, so the fire is going to be like orange and yellow as well. First ever fan-made project. That's so awesome! I wish you all the best with that. I'm sure you're going to kill it. It's going to be awesome. Also, the tree is brown. here I'll probably make it a bit more desaturated. The winter. We've got some warm green leaves here, and there will also be like some green apples in there. I want the summer grass to be a little yellower because it's going to be a bit drier and warmer. Sherbet. Jason, Ian's joking. He's messing with you. It's all good, Jason. All good, man. That was really cute. Yeah. It catches me too when people do that, usually. For me, it was the winky face. The winky face told me that it was a joke. But whenever anyone does it to me, and they don't do like a winky face or something to indicate the joke, I'm always just like, that thing I literally just said. Were you not listening when I told you to not tell them? Oh, I get it. I think this sword for the wind was a really great choice for autumn. It's going to make it stand out against all that red and orange. now. This is really starting to come together. Oh, okie dokie, Jason!
Ah!
See you next time, man. Thanks for popping in today. The color contrast is really nice. Oh, thank you! Yes, I thought it might be. That's a fucking brilliant emote. Just a sec. I'm into this right now. Yeah, let me just Photoshop's kind of weird. There we go. Now you'll be able to see the thing a little bit clearer.
Scythe Shallow Claw!
Hello. Thank you so much. I think the one with the umbrella is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Sky. Yes, I've made a lot of progress on this today. I'm quite happy with how it's coming along. It will be ending in a minute. I'm just distracted and kind of into this right now. Well, I think it is starting to happen. I like this. Oh, and yeah, like I'm gonna add like the weapons for the spring and the winter at the end because it's just easier to add like little floating things around at the end. Oh, thank you, Theo. I'm really glad that you're enjoying it so far. Export a little JPEG for you. Awesome. Oh, I don't take offense at all. It's not for everyone. It's really not for everyone. And there's plenty of other brilliant art programs out there. This program really is a little bit more designed for, you know, photos. But it does work quite well as an art program, and I've just been using it for so long. And it's just kind of considered an industry standard by a lot of companies. So that's pretty much the main reason why I use it, really. But, you know, I think Clip Studio Paint and stuff like that are brilliant art programs as well. And not a complete rip-off in terms of money. Anywho, that's all, folks. Let's find somebody to raid. Also, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time. Which is like 8:30 a.m. for me. And next week I'll be starting earlier, but I'm gonna be trying out split streams, so we'll see how that goes. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna raid someone that totally doesn't need the raid, but I just want you guys to see this guy because he's hilarious and I love him. So, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much! I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye! Yeah, he's so great. Bye!